1 second, I'm going to have Amanda make one more announcement.
The other thing I just want to tell everyone, if you're interested in being a volunteer, we have a volunteer Facebook group. So just search out Frankfort Bluegrass Fest volunteers. We need a ton of people to put this festival on and to keep it free. Also, follow us on social media. Make sure that you follow us. We have an Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter. Share with your friends. All right, thank you.
Again, we're always looking for volunteers and sponsors for next year, so you can find us on FrankfortBluegrassFest.com. I'm going to welcome Tom Cara from the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce to tell you a little bit about the Concerts on the Green series. Make welcome Tom, everybody.
All right, thanks, Steve. I don't have anything to give away other than gratitude and maybe some information. So on behalf of the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce, the Village of Frankfort, and the Concerts on the Green, I would like to welcome the 2015 Concerts on the Green series featuring the Bluegrass favorites, Blue Highway. This weekend was all about bluegrass, and I want to thank the Bluegrass Fest for organizing this 5th annual fest. It really gives Frankfort a chance to show ourselves in a different light, not always hustle and bustle. I'd like to thank Brooke, April, Amanda, John, Aaron, and of course Steve. Around here we have many events. We have a few events coming up. We do have the July 15th Movies on the Green. That's this Wednesday, right on this brighter green. We also have July 27th, the Community Golf Outing. We have August 10th, the Dog Days of Summer Party in the Park. We have, of course, our Labor Day weekend Fall Fest. Fall Fest, 3 solid days over Labor Day weekend, where we always need a lot of volunteers. So it takes many hundreds of people to put that on. So if you can volunteer for any given job, that'd be great. Please contact the chamber. And just want to mention that every Sunday from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we do have the Frankfort Country Market like we did today, as well as Concerts on the Green, 6:30 at night. So here you go tonight. You guys have a great night.
Thank you, Tom, and thank you to the Frankfort Chamber of Commerce. All right, without further ado, to close out the Frankfort Bluegrass Festival and the Concerts on the Greens for this evening, this band is tremendous. If you guys seen them here yesterday, they're phenomenal. World touring, each one is an amazing musician in their own right. The awards would just be stacked. It's about that high, you don't even know. Each one has their own amount of awards and IBMA for their instruments and accolades for their personal achievements. And together, Blue Highway is one of the forefront bands in bluegrass. So make welcome Grammy-nominated bluegrass group, Blue Highway.
Thanks, guys. How you doing? Yeah. How you doing up there on the balcony? That looks like a nice place.
Y'all looking good today, just like you were yesterday.
There's a title track of our new record. This one called The Game.
Well, I laid my cards down, put all my money in, laughed and hollered, boys, it's like I won the hand again. Another gambler started raging and he cursed me for cheap. My Coke revolver found its mark as we both jumped to our feet. Shot him down, shot him down. That is the end of the game. And I spurred my horse to racing from town and made my way. Sheriff was close behind, he was in no mood to play. They caught me just past sunset, my horse was all broke down. I found as they closed in, I wasn't going back to town. Shot him down, shot him down. That is the end of the game. if I could be his guest. That night he drew his double barrel, said I'll have to turn you in. My Colt revolver found its mark as we hit our feet again. Shot him down, shot him down. That is the end of the game. Shot him down, shot him down. That is the end of the game.
Thank you. Talk is cheap, so they say. You gotta talk the talk and they have to walk the walk someday. You better be careful who you try to play. Talk is cheap, but is it worth the price you have to pay? Said you love me, you're my best friend. You'd be right there beside me till the very end. If I ever needed you, you'd always be around. First time I call on you, you're nowhere to be found. Talk is cheap, so they say. You're gonna talk the talk and may have to walk the walk someday. Better be careful who you try to play. Talk is cheap, but is it worth the price you have to pay? I hope you're happy, wish you the best. Hope the things you love the most in life will stand the test. Please remember when you cross that line, once words are spoken in their history for all time. Talk is cheap, so they say. You gotta talk the talk, you may have to walk the walk someday. Better be careful who you try to play. Talk is cheap, but it's worth the price you have to pay. Talk is cheap, so they say. You're gonna talk the talk, you may have to walk the walk someday. Better be careful who you try to play. Talk is cheap, but it's worth the price you have to pay.
All right then.
Money was the money. I thought that we had plenty. We got the last dollar bill. If you take, you better spend it. And make sure that you don't spend it. We got the last dollar bill. Last dollar bill. I'm tired of these old empty pockets. Tired of these old one-eyed shoes. There's nothing in this same kind of jacket. Nothing but a pocket full of bills. Where did the money go? Down in the show. last dollar blues. It still beats your payday. We've got to find a way to outlast the last dollar blues. Last dollar blues. I'm tired of these old empty pockets. Tired of these old run-out pair of shoes. There's nothing in that Sunday silk coat jacket. Nothing but a pocket full of blues.
Thank you, folks. Thanks so much for sticking around for our part of the show. I thought Special Consensus did a great job, didn't you think? Great band. One of our favorite bands, and Justin Moses and Sierra Hull. That's a pretty darn good group right there, too. Well, I'm telling you what, we've had some great bands here today. And thanks so much to Steve and all the volunteers that make this possible.
Yeah, big hand to New Blue. They've been going through a bunch of stuff here lately with not being able to sing and stuff, and I thought they sounded great today. Yeah.
Yep, that's admirable. The lead singer goes down. That's tough. This fella here that I'm going to bring up is one of the finest singers and songwriters in all of bluegrass music. He has also been with Blue Highway for 21 years, just like the rest of us. We've been together in this band for 21 years with the same guys. And thank you so much.
Like I said earlier, that deserves a big hand.
This guy here is from a little place called Cattown, Virginia. Now lives in Walhalla, South Carolina. Make him welcome Mr. Shawn Lane. We're gonna do a couple of Shawn songs for you now, just to show you how what a great writer he is. He wrote both of these songs, and they appear on different records. And this one here is one of our favorites. I know it is mine, that we've ever recorded.
Oh, thank you, Ralph.
I appreciate it. And this is one called Tears Fell on Missouri.
He called from Kansas City. He said, I'm on the Missouri side. She said, you had me worried. I was expecting you tonight. The silence had followed, caused her heartbeat to race. So she got out the map, her hands were trembling as she said, for the next words he would say. Then her tears fell on Missouri, like rain pouring down. He just called and told her about the new love he found. The children lay sleeping, they don't know their daddy's gone. Tears fell on Missouri from their little Georgia home. She said, what about our baby? Do you remember the day the doctors gave up to you? tears of joy fell on their face. Should have gone of their feelings, 'cause it's not just you and me alone. What am I gonna say to our angels when they wake and ask why Dad's not coming home? Then her tears fell on Missouri like rain that poured down. He just called and told her about the new love he found. The children lay sleeping, they don't know their daddy's gone. Tears fell on Missouri from their little Georgia home. The children lay sleeping, they don't know their daddy's gone. Tears fell on Missouri from their little Georgia home. Tears fell on Missouri. Thank you. It was down by the Frankfort stream out in Sycamore Holler. Went down in the best of the rest to take her from her father. With hair down to her waist, the color of strawberries. Down by the Frankfort stream, by nightfall we would marry. I sure loved the farmer's daughter back in Sycamore Holler. On a horse 17 hands high, he rode in Sherman's army to Atlanta town against her. Well, he took my woman from me. Then I grabbed my knife and both of my guns, and the life was I did conquer. On the Lipton horse I swore once more as I'll have Sycamore Holler. I will bring the farmer's daughter back to Sycamore Holler. did you see that campfire flicker? 4 dead men lay behind us. I leave that campsite wither. Our children playing the forked stream out in Sycamore Holler. A boy like me, a girl like her, they'll always be together. I sure love the farmer's daughter back in Sycamore Holler.
Shawn Lane.
Thank you.
Thank you, folks. All right. Hope some of you like banjos. Many of you like banjos? All right. We're going to bring our banjo player around and have him play one for you. He's from the great state of North Carolina, Avery County. That's in the western part of the state. Hey, somebody knows where Avery County is. That's awesome. We'll send this out to you. A lot of great banjo players came from North Carolina, folks. You got, first of all, Earl Scruggs. You got Don Reno. You've got all these great banjo players came from the state of North Carolina. Jason's one of them. Make him welcome Mr. Jason Burleson right over there. And also, here on the bass, I wanted to make mention, last night we made fun that he's an international sex symbol. It's really not a joke, he really is. Would you make him welcome, folks, one of the very best, Mr. Wayne Taylor right here. Wayne's got a nephew that just took a job as a limousine driver at the Charlotte airport. And the other day he got a call to pick up Billy Graham, the great evangelist Billy Graham. And Billy Graham got in the back seat and he said, "Son, I'm 94 years old. There's something I've always wanted to do." He said, "What's that, Mr. Graham?" He said, "Drive a limousine." So Wayne's nephew gave him the cap and the gloves and the coat, and he got behind the wheel. And about 2 miles from the airport, Billy Graham got pulled over for doing 75 and a 55. So the policeman came up to the car. Billy Graham rolled down the window. "Can I help you, son?" Policeman kind of looked at him and he said, "I'll be right back." He ran back to his squad car, got on the horn, called the chief. Said, "Chief," you could tell he was shaking, you know. He says, "Chief, I know we're supposed to give special privilege to VIPs." He said, "Well, yeah, who have you got? The mayor? Again?" He said, "No, it's bigger than that." He said, "Well, is it the governor? He's coming through." He said, "No, it's bigger than that." He said, "Well, is it the president?" He said, "No, it's bigger than that." He said, "Well, who in the world is it?" He said, "I don't know. I think it might be Jesus because he's got Billy Graham as a chauffeur."
A mistake anybody could make.
True story.
Yeah.
Now, when I first heard that story, could you do the voice from the car again one more time?
"Son, can I help you?"
I was thinking Bill Clinton the whole time.
"I did not drive that limousine."
It depends on what your definition of drive is.
And limousine. All right, folks. We're gonna bring Jason around and do a Earl Scruggs number. If any of you would like to dance, folks, there's a nice big area up here, and just resist the urge. No, I mean, no, feel free. Come on out and dance if you want to. We're doing Earl Scruggs number, Randy Land Rag. I think that's what we're doing. See? Thank you so much. We're going to do that here in a minute. We'll do one in the meantime. We did have a request for it. This is the title cut of a record that Shawn and I wrote this song about the great Harley Allen, or actually he inspired it. This is one called Still Climbing Mountains.
Well, I really thought this time would be an easy hill to climb. Nothing is as easy as it seems. I wish I could stand the heights, just enjoy the sights. There's always somewhere else I want to see. I've been up and down so many times lose count. Even after falling every time, I'm still climbing mountains. It's another Friday night, city lights are bright. Think for once that I'd resist the call, but it carries me away, always fails to say, remember just how much it hurts to fall. I've been up and down so many times lose count. Even after falling down from you, I'm still climbing mountains. Sometimes I wonder why I keep on trying to fly away from what I really need. I know I'll never make it back to heaven. Guess I'd stand a better chance if I had wings. I've been up and down so much now I quit counting. Even after falling every time, I'm still climbing mountains. Still climbing mountains. Thank you.
All right, folks, we had a few requests. Going to try to get as many to as we can. This is one that Steve Gully and I wrote about trains. Any train fans here? Yeah, hope so. Oh, a few people that I know. Special Consensus did a song that I co-wrote earlier there called "Shoulda Took a Train." Dustin, you do a great job on it, man. You really do.
Yes, sir.
And thanks, Dustin, for letting us use a fine guitar. That's a powerful guitar right there. This is one we'll send out to Dustin and anybody else that likes a train. That's stuff my dad told me about when he worked on the Clinchville Railroad down in East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. It's one called Through the Window of a Train.
Everybody drives the same old roads these days. Don't see a thing, but they know the way. Every mile's a marker, every town's the same. Another place to stop but not to stay. Daddy was a brakeman on the L&N. Sometimes he'd let me ride along with him. No matter where we'd stop along the way, everybody knew his name. A different story down every line. People working hard just to live and die. I saw it all once upon a time through the window of a train. Back the way we came, like people moving through a picture frame. Seems the whole world's further down the track, but I'm always looking back. I don't expect you all to understand or see the country like a railroad man. So many things you never realize unless you saw them with these eyes. Birmingham to Jackson, hear the whistle call as the sun goes down like a big red ball. In my memory, I still see it all through the window of a train. Through the window of a train.
Thank you, folks.
All right. That song was written by a fellow playing guitar for you. He's mighty fine. He's all the way from Bloomingdale, Tennessee. He wrote that along with Steve Gully. Mighty fine song and mighty fine feller. Wrote it. That's Tim Stafford.
Thank you.
He is the 2014 IBMA Songwriter of the Year, and songs like that right there is the reason for that, I'll tell you. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. We're going to do one of Wayne Taylor's songs, show you what a great writer this guy is. He's been writing since the band came together, way before the band came together. And actually, Wayne's 167 years old. He was a colonel in the Civil War.
Yeah, came right through here in 1863, as a matter of
Yeah.
fact. Didn't tear up too much stuff.
Has it changed?
Changed a little bit, yeah, not a lot, but
People got a lot more cell phones now.
a lot more, yeah.
That's about it.
Was that tree there?
That tree was there, it was about that high.
Here's the song he wrote about a racehorse, one called the Danville Pike.
Riding through the night on the Danville Pike, gotta be there by the break of daylight. 25 miles all I like, I'm riding the Danville Pike. his horse, said he wanted to see. Was a sore pony, he was tall and lean. He made every challenge and played the game of steel, even breathing heavy in a cloud of dust. It was just about dark on a Friday night, not a cloud in the sky and the moon was bright. We were bound to do something that had never been done, make it all the way to Denver on an overnight ride. Was a man of means, had more money than a poor boy's dream. Needed $500 cause I know I'm right. You'll never make Denver by the morning light. With a watch from my pocket says it's 4:30. Get up the rain and he begs for more. With a whole lot of heart and a little luck, we'll be drinking from the dam when the sun comes up. Gotta be there by the break of daylight. 25 miles all night, I'm riding Devil Pie.
Wayne Taylor. Oh, we tried something a little different for you folks. This is
Something fast? You want to do a fast one?
No. We're going to do a song. This is actually a song I heard in a songwriting contest, and I was one of the judges in this contest, and this is the country division. People were sending in songs that were, at the time, this is the 90s, they were trying to sound like Garth Brooks, and, and I'd heard a lot of that, and then all of a sudden I hear this tape of this guy that, all right, Garth, hold it down. I heard this guy come on there that sounded like Hank Williams, and he was talking about losing his job to a machine as a miner. And come find out, he was a miner. He really did lose his job to a machine, which happened a lot when mines got mechanized. And we can kind of talk about mining because Wayne here, our bass player, was a coal truck driver for 18 years. So he knows a little bit about mines and how they operate.
It's an honest way to make a living. This is a heck of a lot more fun, I'll guarantee you that.
And this is a song by Carl Rutherford. It's one called West Virginia's Last Hand Loader. I'm going down in the night one more time. I'm gonna load that old car one more time. Hang on that checker line one more time. I'm going down in the night, load that car one more time. I'm going down in the night one more time. We've been watching those trains come in the holler. They've been bringing on those big machines that was specially built to fit our scene. Yeah, they're bringing machines to dig it faster than me. So I'm going down at night one more time. Lord, he says it's about time. These old lungs, they don't belong in a mine. Even my boss says it's alright, just one more time. I'm going down in the mine, Lord, that car one more time. I'm going down in the mine one more time. Know what I'm gonna do when it's all gone. Don't know how I'll ever make it on my own. This old mine, it has become my second home. I'm going down in the mine, Lord, that car one more time. I'm going down in the mine one more time. I'm gonna load that old car one more time. I'm going down in the mine one more time. Thank you.
Way down in the lines for you there. You can hear the coal dust in that one, I'm telling you.
Well, that's the way them stories are that are true life. It's kind of hard to fake it. So we're going to do that for you. Dustin let us borrow his guitar. He said, only if you do this song here, so we'll do it for you. This
That's
is
the least we can do. Isn't it?
absolutely. This song was actually, it was on a record that we did called Midnight Storm. It came out in 1998. I don't know how many people have that record. Probably none of you. Well, maybe one or two of you. But it's a... this is one that my friend Jack Tottle wrote. It's called I'd Rather Be a Lonesome Pine.
I'd rather be a fox with the hunters on his trail. Rather be an old dog left astray. Rather have no one to come home to than to live in life hurting day after day. I'd rather be a lonesome pine way out on the ridge, all alone blowing in the wind and rain. I'd rather be a homeless man sleeping underneath the railroad bridge than to love a woman who only brings you pain. Farmer offers life and labor to the land. With a gentle hand he tends the fertile ground. And in the golden fields at harvest time, I offered you my heart, but you turned me down. I'd rather be a lonesome pine way out on the ridge, all alone blowing in the wind and rain. I'd rather be a homeless man sleeping underneath the railroad bridge than to love a woman who only brings you pain. I'd rather be a lonesome pine way out on the rim, all alone in the wind and rain. I'd rather be a homeless man sleeping underneath the railroad bridge than love a woman who only brings you pain.
Thank you so much. Traveling Man. Here's a song that Shawn Lane wrote. Kind of sums up what we do. And it's one called The Life of a Traveling Man. And this is on, I think it's on Through the Window of a Train, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe so. Yeah, I know I wrote it while I was mowing my yard one day on my Snapper 30-inch cut rear engine lawnmower. And so I wish it had a deeper story than that, but it's okay for tuning. I guess it's better than hearing a banjo tune up, ain't it?
That's state of the art, isn't it? That's the 30-inch cut snapper.
Yeah.
Get no better than that.
There we go.
Get the yard cut down and the baby's fed. A million songs thundered in my head. Daylight comes up and gone again. When does highway ever end? Shoulders bear the heavy load. Hard to keep my thoughts all in a row. Can't slow down the life I chose. Somehow I love the way it goes.
Time moves fast and the wheels turn slow. That's how the life
Of that traveling man goes. Things have changed, we're blowing through, just like they're always gonna do. They'll turn the page to another name, a different picture in the same old frame. Lightning's flashing in the head. A million songs running in my head. Can't name every place I've been. If the Lord is willing, I'm there again.
time moves fast and the wheels turn slow. That's how the life
Of that traveling man goes. Thank you.
Buddy, can we talk about Virginia? Talk about the Blue Ridge and the old Lonesome Pine. Tell me about the Shenandoah Valley. And don't forget my true love, the one I left behind. the Shenandoah Valley. And don't forget my true love, the one I left behind. And don't forget my true love, the one I left behind.
Wayne Taylor. Capoed up for it. You do that one instead? You want to do either way, doesn't matter. Well, we did Reuben yesterday. Yeah, we're having a band conference. Y'all just mind your own business. I tell you what, we're gonna try to turn our Dobro player loose. He's one of the finest in the whole business, and I hope you like Dobros. He's voted 15 times the best Dobro player in bluegrass music by the IBMA, International Bluegrass Music Association, and he's gonna show you just how beautiful this instrument sounds all by himself. Make him welcome once again, Mr. Rob Ikes.
Thanks a lot, folks. Great to be here today. Thanks to everybody who came to the Dobro workshop today. And like I told them, the Dobro is just a guitar that's played incorrectly. Okay, everybody got that? But I'm going to do a song that we recorded on our gospel album several years ago. And I hope you enjoy this version of a beautiful old hymn called The Old Rugged Cross.
How about that?
It's mighty fine. It don't get no more better than that.
That's on our gospel album, folks. We do have copies of that record over there if you'd like to see it. It's called Wondrous Love is the name of the record. We'll probably do that one here in a minute.
You know what? I think let's do another one off the gospel record. We did
Okay.
this yesterday. Some of you that were here might remember it. Those who don't, the folks that were here seem to really enjoy this. It's a Bill Monroe tune, and I'm sure we've got some Bill Monroe fans here. Come on, you're listening to Bluegrass, so you gotta know who Bill Monroe is. Back in 1996, when Mr. Monroe passed away, we were playing a festival up in Connecticut, and they wanted all the bands that were there to do a Bill Monroe song in tribute to him, and we were glad to do that. But, you know, everybody was doing Blue Moon of Kentucky and stuff like that, and we decided to do something a little different. So we picked a gospel tune that he recorded in, probably 45, 46, 10, something like that?
48. I think.
48 with, the quintessential bluegrass band, the guys who were responsible for everything we do now. That was Lester Flatt, Earl Scruggs, Chubby Wise, and Howard Watts. And that was the bluegrass band. If you've never listened to that stuff, go back and listen to it. It's some amazing stuff. When you consider they don't have any of the tricks that we have now to make it sound the way it sounds, that's some really amazing stuff.
Stunt singers and all that. Yeah, we got.
But this one, hope y'all enjoyed. It's one called The Wicked Path of Sin. In this awful world of sorrow, in this wicked path of sin, never thinking of tomorrow, or what I'd lose in the end. Oh, I can hear the joy bells ringing when my friends and loved ones wait. I can hear angels singing just inside the pearly gates. I can hear my Savior calling, won't you come unto me, wash away your sins forever, you shall rest eternally. Oh, I can hear the joy bells ringing when my friends and loved ones wait. I can hear angels singing just inside the pearly gates. Now I'm safe with my Jesus. He will guide me on my way. I will sing His praise forever. We'll meet in heaven some sweet day. Oh, I can hear the joy bells ringing when my friends and loved ones wait. I can hear angels singing just inside the pearly gates. Oh, I can hear the joy bells ringing when my friends and loved ones wait. I can hear the angels singing just inside the pearly gate.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay, we had lots of requests and any Stanley Brothers tune fans here? Stanley Brothers?
You know, a lot of times Ralph will pay us a visit. He hasn't made himself present here today. I don't know that he will, but
Oh, death,
there he is.
Surely not.
won't you spur me over till Britney Spears? Thank you, appreciate it.
Well, y'all didn't know he's going to pay for Ralph today, did you?
Thank you, appreciate
Since
it.
you're here, Ralph, we're glad you are. You've been hanging out with some stars. And one lady in particular, her first name's Lady, and I can't remember the second part of her name.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Well, you guys going to do a tune together on your record or her record?
Both of them.
Both records?
Yeah.
Could you share a little bit with the folks about what that tune might be, or
Doing that poker face.
poker? What?
Poker face.
I don't think I've heard that one, Ralph.
Oh, poker face.
That's great. Can we hear just a little bit more, maybe?
Won't you spur me over to the poker face?
Well, could you do a little bit of her part, maybe?
That was her part.
Oh.
Thank you, appreciate it.
What else you guys gonna do? Anything? Is that the only thing you're gonna sing with her?
I believe that's about it with her.
Well,
Y'all-
you've got relatives in rock royalty. Paul Stanley and Kiss. He's related to you, isn't he?
He's my great uncle's grandma's second cousin's boy on my mama's side.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He wears makeup and lipstick and stuff, Ralph. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You okay with that? So,
No,
That's the reason he don't live in Lee County anymore.
that's right. Thank you.
Well, you've got to have a favorite Kiss song, then. What's your favorite Kiss song?
I wanna rock and roll all night and party every day. Thank you, appreciate it.
well, we got any Led Zeppelin fans out there at all?
Yeah.
I know we have to have
Thank you.
around
I'll
those parts.
bet you we know something y'all don't. Led Zeppelin is Del McCurry spelled backwards. Just think about that now.
Is Led Zeppelin a pretty good fella, Ralph?
He's a fine feller.
Y'all gonna do a tune together too, and
I believe we are.
which one?
Probably knew that Black Dog. Y'all like
Black
it?
Dog. Anybody remember that one?
Yeah.
Are you clear enough this evening to share a little bit of that with
I'll
us?
try it. Give me a G there, Shawn. Oh, tried to fool me again, didn't you?
You're hard to fool, Ralph.
Thank you, appreciate it. Oh, baby, won't you shake that thing? Oh, make it burn, oh, make it sting. Oh, thank you, folks, appreciate it.
I violated another restraining order. It's all
One of our
right.
favorite parts of the show right there.
Ain't
We
nobody,
wait-
ain't nobody gonna tell on you though.
Well, it don't really matter. I mean, Ralph knows we do that imitation, to be honest, and he hates it.
Yeah, he
That's
does.
all right.
We played Ralph's Festival a few years ago down on his old home place, Smith Ridge, Virginia, and came time for us to go back and get paid, and we went back in his little trailer back there and told it. He said, "What are y'all?" I said, "Well, we told him," and he said, "Shoot, I could have got a good band for that." Seriously, that's what he said.
Well, let's do a Stanley Brothers tune. One that was written by Carter Stanley, one of the greatest singers and songwriters ever. It's on Shawn's solo record, one of them, yeah. It's one called Love Me Darling Just Tonight.
Love me, darling, just tonight. Take your arms, hold me tight. Tomorrow you may own another. Love me, darling, just tonight. You say tomorrow you're leaving. I hope you know when it's right. I pray to God you don't leave me, but love me, darling, just tonight. Love me, darling, just tonight. Take your arms, hold me tight. Tomorrow you may know another. Love me, darling, just tonight. just tonight. Love me, darling, just tonight. Take your arms and hold me tight. Tomorrow may hold other. Love me, darling, just tonight. Love me, darling, just tonight. Take your arms and hold me tight. Tomorrow may hold other. Love me, darling, just tonight.
Thank you, folks. Appreciate it.
Thank you, folks. Written by Carter Stanley, one of the best ever. We appreciate him.
You want to do people on a boat? Try on a boat. We had, since it's Sunday, we're doing a few more gospel numbers than we usually do. And we're going to do another one for you here. This is one that Shawn Lane actually dreamed. I'm not kidding that. Every time I dream a song and wake up, it's Blue Ridge Mountain Girl, or it's, I don't know, Blue Ridge Cabin Home. But he dreamed this and remembered every word of it, and I don't know how you did that. And there was a guy singing it in your dream. You got to tell him about this.
Yeah, it's a fellow by the name of Ricky Skaggs was singing it. And, got any Ricky Skaggs fans out there? Oh, we're sure huge fans of his. I worked for him in his country band for a year or two back in the 90s and learned a lot from him. And I thought I knew all his music, and I had this dream that I was thinking the whole time. I was sitting there listening to him sing it, kind of like we do it, or about to do it for you. And I thought, man, that sounds so good. Where did that come from? I've never heard that song. And I kind of woke up and I thought, man, that hadn't been written yet. I'm going to get up because I remembered it. And most of the time I don't, but I wish I know what I ate before I went to bed that night. I'd eat it every night. Anyway, we'll try it for you. It's V-bottom boat. If I can't find a river or a fast little stream or a big old high mountain with a little lake in between, a V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat will take me where I want to go. Oh, Noah cried out to the Lord God, what shall I do? God said to build a V-bottom boat and you'll get through. A V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat will take you where you want to go. Cars, planes, and trains could take you almost anywhere, but a V-bottom boat's how I'd rather get there. A V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat will take me where I want to go. One day I'll find that stream that leads to my Savior fair. I'll ride in a V-bottom boat to meet him there. A V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat will take me where I want to go. A V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat, a V-bottom boat will take me where I want to, where I want to go. Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, thank you, folks. Okay, folks. We got time for maybe one or two more. You got any requests? Anybody wants to hear something that we didn't do? We did Marbletown yesterday. I don't know if I can do it. Well, it's in a different key.
How about if we sent a list around of ones we can remember and y'all pick from there?
It wouldn't be a real long list. We can't remember nothing even. Rocky Top.
That's a good one, but we've never learned that one. That's a fine number right there. Though.
We have an agreement with the Osborne brothers. They don't play Lonesome Pine. We don't do Rocky Top. So.
And if Sonny ever heard us doing
He'd laugh.
Rocky Top,
He'd
it
say,
would be all over there.
What in the world are y'all doing?
Wild lad. Which one we doing?
Let's do another Stanley Brothers tune. One made famous by them anyway. Ralph Stanley. One called Little Maggie. This is a good one right here. This will be our last tune. We sure have enjoyed it, folks. More than you ever know. Thanks for coming out, supporting this. Everybody that had anything to do with putting this on, we know there's a lot of hard work goes into these things, and we appreciate all you do. And the sound crew, nice hand for the sound crew too.
Yeah. They're the unsung heroes. They're here way before anybody else and way after anybody else. So yeah, they deserve a big hand.
And how about a big hand for all the volunteers? They just really, really took care of us. Thank you.
Yeah. Rolling on the stage, little Maggie, with that drum glass in her hand. Oh, she's drinking away our trouble and courting another man. The first time I saw Thank you, folks. God bless you. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate that.
Thank you so much for coming out to the 5th Annual Frankfort Bluegrass Festival. You think we can get these guys to do one more? Would you like to hear it? All right. Come on, give it up for Blue Highway. Big Frankfort welcome.
All right, thank you so much, folks. We don't know any more songs. That's it. We thought we'd try instrumental for you because we're about totally sung out. We'll give it our best shot. And thank y'all again. And we do have records over there. Fields, come over and talk to us. And thank you, folks. Thanks. Appreciate you, Steve.
Hey, give it up for Blue Highway, everybody. Thank you to everybody so much. That concludes the 5th Annual Frankfort Bluegrass Festival. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Frankfort. Thank you for coming out. Set your dates. Next year, the second full weekend of July. I believe it's the 9th and 10th. I have to look at my calendar, but Saturday and Sunday next year. Thank you so much, everybody. You guys have a beautiful evening. Have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you.